for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
The Pennzoil Truck Series is back for its third race of the season. We're here at the short track in Iowa for the running of the Advanced Auto Parts 250. Going to be a wild race under the lights as it was last season. Marshall Burrell in the 10 has the pole for tonight's race. 2 is outside the 3 of Eli Tomlin. Then third we have Roland Cook. Fourth is Reese Bennett. Rounding out the top 5 we have Danny Bright. In 6th it's Anthony Hernandez. 7th is Ricky Miller. Lawrence Palmpon in 8th. 9th is Jack Caneramo, and Keyshawn Richardson rounds out the top 10. Rest of the field, there's Greg Leach, who's outside Daytona winner Ray Sir. Then we have Max Rossi, who's outside Landon Lyons, along with Luke Rainey and Jay Jefferson. Then there's Daniel Price and Derek Bouchard, along with Jake Galloway. Teammate Danny Lloyd is the points leader coming into this race, only the third race of the season though. Then we have Mike Burrow and Mathis Wells. Then there's Oliver Galloway and Riley Spurleytube, along with Stephen Taylor and Jonathan Buford. Then we have Michael Sanders and Las Vegas winner Cole Luigi in the 31. Then there's Keith Stevens and Matt Hamill. Tim Randolph with Trey Rainey. Then we have Blake Petras and Cynthia Bright. And in the final row, Anton Charlebois to his outside, the 84 of Francis Dustin. That is our 36 truck field for the Advanced Auto Parts 250 here at Iowa. Let's get going with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Very energetic command to fire up the engines here for our third race of the Pennzoil Truck Series season number 5. Our 36 truck field rolls out the starting grid. Marshall Burrell and Eli Tomlin on the front row for the start of the Advanced Auto Parts 250. A race which last season was very wild. We saw a lot of lead changes that came down to the last lap and a close finish. We'll see if more of that happens here this season. Marshall Burrell on the pole. 2 is outside Eli Tomlin in the 3 as they come off 4. 38 laps here at Iowa. Let's get going as we're green here in the Advanced Auto Parts 250. From the pole, Burrow leads lap 1, but Cook gets to his inside to turn 1, has that preferred inside lane through the corner, and Roland Cook's going to take the top spot away from Marshall Burrow as they come down the back stretch. And here comes Danny Bright filtering into the second position, that 88 truck. Down low on the 10 of Marshall Burrow, here comes Ricky Miller, Jack Caneramo on the inside lane. And they come off of 4 now. Danny Bright peaks to the bottom of the 47 of Cook, challenging for that top spot. 2 laps completed. Roland Cook leads that one. Now Danny Bright wants to lead a lap. To the inside the 47 he goes, 47 way up the track, and Bright's going to clear to take the race lead down the back. Now Danny Bright leads here in the Advanced Auto Parts 250. But here comes Ricky Miller in the 12 down the bottom lanes. The 88 went way up the track. Miller takes it to the bottom lanes. They come off turn number 4. Side by side down this front stretch. Lap number 3 led by Ricky Miller. And Jack Caneramo on the inside of the 50 truck with the 14 of Greg Lee coming up forward. Max Rossi in the 28 as well. They're looking 3 wide now. Caneramo, big run down to that yellow line. Yeah, he kept it right down that yellow line. Great move there by that 50 truck. A great corner. Gets right underneath the 12 of Miller. The 12 tries to shut the door. The 50 is down there. As they come off 4, 3 wide further back. Max Rossi makes a move on Greg Lee and Danny Bright as Caneramo leads lap number 4. And here they are 3 wide. Max Rossi to the bottom lane. Greg Lee to the middle. Danny Bright is up top. And it's going to be Max Rossi with the advantage down low. Going to try and go for a second now on Ricky Miller as they come down the back stretch. Jack Caneramo going to try and lead his second consecutive lap. That's been a hard thing to do here tonight. Now look at 3 wide again. Lawrence Palmpon the 39, a big move. 3 wide for the second position. Eli Tomlin's found his way back down low in the 3 truck here. He's now fighting back up inside the top 5. He's right now 5th. Palmpon trying to clear Max Rossi and Ricky Miller as they go through 1 and 2. He's going to have other plans though. To the inside Caneramo as they come off turn 2. And down the backstretch, side by side for the lead. Palmpon to the inside, Caneramo. Eli Tomlin 3 wide for 3rd. Now Palmpon sets up contact with the 50 of Caneramo. They're looking 4 wide for the back. Here comes Roland Cook. But Eli Tomlin gets clear of that. He's going for 2nd now on the 50 of Caneramo. Yeah, big racing up here at the front. Some pretty hard competitive racing. But one small mistake could lead to a crash. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Now Tomlin to the inside, Palmpon as they come off turn 2. That's for the top spots. They come down the backstretch. 39 going to try and cut the 3 off right here, but Tomlin has enough of a gap down low. He gets beneath the 39 and is about dead even as they come off 4. And Max Rossi takes it 3 wide to the bottom lane, gets back up in line. The 3 leads the lap. Now we're not even 8 laps into this race, 7 laps into it, and we've had lead changes basically every single lap. A crazy race so far here at Iowa. But Eli Thomas gets away to clear. Now Max Rossi in the 20 has work cut out for him. He's going to try and get by Lawrence Palmpon and run down Eli Thomas. They go through 3 and 4. 3 up the racetrack. Here comes Rossi to the bottom lane of that 3. And now Canarama fighting his way back up. He found his way back down to the inside lane. 30 laps to go here in Iowa. Max Rossi going to try and take it from Eli Thomas. He goes up the racetrack to the middle lane. Canarama once again digging hard in that yellow line as they come down the backstretch. Rossi moves up. Canarama moves low. That's for the race lead. Almost contact there. 28 way up the track. Canarama as well. And now Palmpon trying to take advantage. He's going to go to the second position down this front stretch. Canarama clears. Now Palmpon looking to the inside of turn 1. He has a little bit of a nose there. 50 way up the track. Roland Cook, Derek Bouchard on the bottom lane as well coming forward. Down the backstretch, still side by side for the lead. Canarama not giving up. Palmpon needs it on the bottom lane. Now Palmpon slides up to the middle lane. Almost contact between he and the 50. And now Cook trying to take advantage of the 47 truck. 28 to go. 10 laps down. Palmpon leads. Here comes Roland Cook in the 47. The 15, Derek Bouchard as well. Now 47, tight. The yellow is out. Caution number 1. Luke Ray, Matt Hamill, along with Keith Stevens have wrecked down the front stretch. Maybe Michael Sayers as well. The leaders are racing back. Look at them shuffling right here, trying to get back every position they can. Palmpon's going to lead them back. Second place, Derek Bouchard by the length of that splitter. The yellow flag comes out. And the truck with the most damage might be Matt Hamill and Luke Ray, as they were 2 of them sideways, along with Keith Stevens in the 25. Yellow number 1 comes out. We'll see what happens. Bring up that caution flag. This was back of the pack. This was 34th, 35th, and 36th. No one behind these drivers. Matt Hamill on the inside slides up into Luke Ray, and you can't keep sliding up like that. You have to give the guy on the outside room, and they get hooked together into the wall. They go. Contact Keith Stevens, gets damage right there. Goes for a slide to the grass, and I believe just spins it around, trying to keep it out of the inside wall. Tough break for those drivers, especially Luke Rainey and Keith Stevens, who really had nothing to do with that. Hamill could definitely try to get off that 29, maybe let off. They were running at the back. It's not like keeping your foot in it would have done anything there. So right there, he just kind of comes up and crowds that 29 all the way up to the wall when they finally get hooked together. And then right here, Stevens takes it right through the grass and then turning it to keep it out of the inside wall, spins it back around. That's actually a smart move by Stevens there. Spinning it out, come down, get 4 fresh Goodyear tires, and you'll be good to go. Get back on the racetrack. He has a clean race truck for now. So the yellow flag comes out. Lawrence Palmpon leads the field back to the caution flag. They'll stay on the racetrack, and we'll go back racing once again here from Iowa. We'll see some craziness here in the Advanced Auto Parts 250. Back to the restart, lap number 16. Lawrence Palmpon out front, the 39 truck. No trucks retire off that spin because it was only a spin. No damage was had through all that. Luke Ray, Matt Hamill back of the backpack. Same with Keith Stevens. So your race leaders, Lawrence Palmpon in the 39, led at the beginning of the yellow flag. Derek Bouchard eked out Roland Cook for second. Cook is third. Canarama fourth. Marshall Burrow, your poles there back up to fifth. As we're back racing, green flag back in the air. Great restart for the front few. They separate themselves, but Palmpon goes up the track. Here comes Derek Bouchard down the bottom lane, digging hard as they come off the corner. Side by side down the backstretch. Bouchard got a nose there. Off into 3. Here comes Cameron for third as well as the front 2 battle side by side. Derek Bouchard trying to clear Palmpon as they come off turn number 4. Bouchard leads at the stripe. 15 truck out front. Still trying to get clear. Goes up a little bit higher there. Cameron taking hard in the bottom lane. Gonna get beneath that 39. No! Palmpon great round off the top side. Stays clear for second. And Cameron keeps third. 4th, 5th, Max Rossi, but up the racetrack goes the 15, Derek Bouchard. Now down the bottom lane, Lawrence Palmpon going to take advantage on the 39 to grab the race lead away. Cameron looking for second here. Roland Cook, Max Rossi as well come up to the front. 20 to go this time by. Lead change after lead change here at Iowa. A great race, 3 wide further back there, just outside the top 10. Cameron coming back on Palmpon, who led the restart. Cook for third, but Bouchard stays clear. Front 4, single file, 5th on back in the battle. Here comes the 15, Derek Bouchard for second. On Canarama into turn 1. He's down there, drove it hard into the bottom lane. And now he's going to look for Palmpon. Yeah, the 39 went to the racetrack, 15 stayed down low. Now he's side by side with the 39 for the lead. Derek Bouchard on the bottom lane, trying to take the lead away from the 39 Palmpon. And now Bouchard, going to try and clear. Halfway this time by, 19 to go, 19 laps down. Bouchard leading, Palmpon second. Canarama, Roland Cook, Ricky Miller are your top 5. Bouchard finally get clear. They're going to get put 3 wide now. No, the 50 backs out. Canarama, smart move there. And Cook still looking for that second position, trying to get by Lawrence Poundpond, but he slides up the racetrack now. Does Ricky Miller look to the bomb lane, 3 wide? He's trying, but I believe that 47 gonna stay clear. 18 to go. Derek Bouchard still leads, and they're still side by side for a second. No one can get the advantage on the bottom lane or the top lane. Cook finally gonna try and get clear right here as they go through 1 and 2. And I believe he is clear now. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Now here comes the 12 of Miller. Slides up the racetrack, going for third. Eli Tomlin on the bottom lane. How about Jake Galloway? Haven't talked about him all race. Here he's now inside the top 10 late. After halfway through the race, looking for the race lead, though. Cook trying to close down Bouchard. Look at Ricky Miller closing down the 47 for a second. Down the backstretch. Into turn number 3. Miller drove it hard to the corner. Sends Cook up the racetrack. Now Miller going to get to the second position as they come out 4. Ricky Miller to the second position. But they have a long ways to go to run down Derek Bouchard, who's pulled a nice little gap here. But if he goes up the racetrack through any of these corners, they will close in an instant. Eli Tomlin made 3 move there for third. Got 2 for 1 in that scenario. Poundpond at the racetrack. Roland Cook up the racetrack. Jake Galloway trying to get himself inside the top 5 here late. And he's gonna. Galloway to the top 5. And about 15 to go here at Iowa. We'll see who can break through to get to victory lane at one of the best short tracks in America. Down the backstretch. Galloway trying to get beneath Eli Tomlin for third. Can he get down there? Maybe some contact with the 3. Send up Poundpond almost into the 11. Now Marshall Burrow to the middle lane. Here comes the 28 Max Rossi back into it. 14 laps of racing to go here in the Advanced Auto Parts 250. The battles for third behind the front 2 who have distanced themselves a little bit. Derek Bouchard and Ricky Miller have no contest. Bouchard is out front just pulling away. Miller trying to run him down the 12. But the 12 keeps going up the racetrack. That's really hurting him. Look at them back here. Fanning out. Marshall Burrow almost up into the 3 V-Light time. They're looking for third. 13 laps of racing to go here in Iowa. It's Derek Bouchard leading Ricky Miller. Bouchard's got out front dominated. Miller trying to run down. Pound coming back. They're 4 wide off the corner. Contact there between the 3 and the 11. They kept it straight for now. Oh, look at Poundpond slide up with Marshall Burrow. Contact there for the top 3. Still making contact. Still hitting. The 10 down to the 39. They keep it straight for now. 12 to go in Iowa. It's getting intense behind the front 2. Third on back in a huge battle. Now Burrow up the racetrack. Here comes Jake Galloway to the middle lane. 3 wide. In contact there with the 10 again. Down the backstretch. Still 3 wide. Rossi slides up Galloway. Contact with Marshall Burrow. Slides all the way at the racetrack. They keep it straight for now. 11 to go. Cars or trucks moving back and up. As Bouchard leads, but he goes up the racetrack. Miller does as well in the 12. Now Eli Tomlin to the bottom lane. The yellow flag is out again. It may have been for Danny Lord, a racer. We're racing back here to the caution flag with 10 to go. And Bouchard did not want to see they had a great lead. And now he's going to have to deal with the restart with about 5 to go. Bouchard leads them back. It's going to be about a 6 to go restart. That's 10 to go. And everyone gets a little bit of a breath here. Everyone gets to calm down a little bit after the amazing racing they were having there. We'll see if I bring out the caution flag. Racer may have been involved. We're just going to have to see what all happened. Here's the reason for the caution Here's the reason for the caution flag. Tim Ralph on the outside of the 41, pinching down to the 19th Blake Peterson on the 25 of Keith Stevens. And right there, they make some contact, the 19 and the 41 do, and they get hooked together up into the wall, goes the 41. The caution's already out at this point. So I have to imagine something else had happened, but there's Trey Ray getting his damage in the 18. As Ralph goes for a slide, Luke Ray gets through the middle of it all, but the yellow was already out at this point, so something else had happened prior to this incident to cause a yellow flag. I have to think it had to have been Ray Sir in the 30 truck, as he was... Oh, look at Luke and Trey making contact there. The 18 and the 29, those are brothers. I would have to think Ray Sir or Danny Lloyd had some sort of impact on what happened. Sir was just very off pace. I'm wondering if he had to come down pit road at some point, but maybe Danny Lloyd... Oh, he was blown up. Lloyd was. That's your points leader coming in this race, and he stops on the backstretch. That's what brings out the caution flag, because he was stopped, and then they were coming to the caution flag. So craziness here at Iowa. Derek Bouchard leads them back to the caution flag, and it'll only be a handful of laps left here at Iowa to see who gets the victory lane in the Advanced Auto Parts 250. 6 lap to go restart here in Iowa. This will determine the winner of the Advanced Auto Parts 250. It's going to be a wild restart as well. The racing we saw before the restart, it'll be the same here on this restart. Danny Lloyd, the only truck out of this race. That header issue that brought up the caution flag. That's a tough break for your points. You're trying to keep that points lead. He's going to probably lose it, but Racer, who was second in points coming to the race, is going to finish 35th, a lap off the pace unless someone else falls a lap down. 34 trucks on the lead lap, 35 on the racetrack, as Derek Bouchard tries to cap off a dominant performance here up front on this restart. Ricky Miller in second, Eli Tomlin third, Oliver Galloway to fourth, and Lawrence Palabon's at the top 5, as Warback Racing, green flag, and Bouchard takes off over Ricky Miller, Eli Tomlin, and Oliver Galloway. But does he go up the racetrack is the question. If he goes up the racetrack, the 12 and the others can close in. There goes the 15 up the track. The 12 falls in his tire tracks, but a little bit lower down the backstretch. The 12 is there on the 15. Closer than he's been in the past 5, 10, 15 laps. Now the 15 wants to get at the racetrack. Miller looking to the bottom lane. 5 to go this time in Iowa. Yellow would end it. Ricky Miller's a nose down beneath the 15 as Bouchard trying to block. The 12 is down there at the racetrack. He goes. Oliver Galloway, 3 wide to the bottom lane, the 0-0. Big move down the backstretch. 3 wide for the lead, Oliver Galloway. Can he make it stick contact between the leaders? 12-15 at the racetrack. Galloway clears the lead. Here comes Palma on the 39. Riley Spurlington down the inside of the 60 truck. Inside the top 5 lane. That's where you want to be up here. 4 to go. Palma looking for a second, trying to take it away. Riley Spurlington right by him in the 60 truck. Can they run Oliver Galloway? They're there. They're closing in. Coming to 3 to go in Iowa. Oliver Galloway, Lawrence Palma, Riley Spurlington 1, 2, 3 at the front. Now Spurlington for second. As Oliver Galloway continues to lead, 3 laps to go. Spurlington wants his Pennzoil Truck Series win badly. He's come from the mid-pack to the front now. As Oliver Galloway goes up the racetrack, Spurlington was down there. Off the corner, down the backstretch. He has to close in more, though. He has to know if the 0-0 does that again. We're coming to 2 laps to go. Oliver Galloway leads. Riley Spurlington still trying to fight for second. He finally gets clear of Lawrence Palabon. 2 laps left in Iowa. Now Eli Tomlin for third. As the front 2 try to pull away. Oliver Galloway, Riley Spurlington 1, 2. Spurlington trying to gain on that 0-0. We're coming to the white flag in the Advanced Auto Parts 250 in Iowa. Oliver Galloway, Riley Spurlington 1, 2. Eli Tomlin for third on Lawrence Palabon. They go through 3 and 4, 0-0, hitting his marks well, but the 60 is there in case a mistake is made. White flag in Iowa, last lap. Spurlington trying to get by Oliver Galloway to turn 1. He's looking low in the 0-0. Galloway at the racetrack, big time. Spurlington comes to the bottom lane down the backstretch. Who's going to get through 3 and 4? Spurlington to the bottom of Galloway, trying to complete the pass to get to the win. Off of turn number 4, Spurlington trying to get by Galloway, and he clears him. Riley Spurlington wins in Iowa. Wow. Last lap pass, you lead 1 lap all night long. It's the one that counts. Riley Spurlington last corner pass on Oliver Galloway to win in Iowa, the Advanced Auto Parts 250. What a great race we had once again here at the Iowa Speedway. What a race that was. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Advanced Auto Parts 250 at the Iowa Speedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 12 lead changes. 9 different drivers led laps in this race. As Riley Spurlington from the 24th starting position ends up in victory lane leading only the last lap. He only needs to lead 1 lap to get to victory lane. Oliver Galloway started inside of Spurlington. He ends up second here today, leading 4 laps. He was a corner away from victory. Tough break for him, but once again, great result for both those drivers. Eli Tomlin started second. He ends up third. Derek Bouchard started 17th. He dominated the racing 16 to 38 laps, the most of anyone. He'll end up 4th here tonight after losing in that final restart. He came back up, though. And Lawrence Palabon, another dominant truck, led 9 laps, rounds out the top 5. Then we have Ricky Miller in 6th, Max Rossi 7th, Jake Galloway 8th, Danny Bright 9th, and Jack Cameron led 3 laps as well. He rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. Marshall Burrow from the pole led a lap, ends up 11th. Roland Cook led a lap from 3rd. He ends up 12th. But what a race that was here in Iowa. Great, fantastic race. We had comers and goers. We had battles for the lead basically all race, and it ends up with Riley Spurlington in victory lane here in Iowa. Let's now go look at the point standings. Here are the points standings after the Advanced Auto Parts 250 at the Iowa Speedway. Riley Spurlington, with that win, takes over the points lead by 43 points over Danny Bright and Ricky Miller, who are tied for 2nd. Max Rossi is 4th. Derek Bouchard rounds out the top 5. Then we have Danny Lloyd drops to 6th after that header issue. Oliver Galloway with a great result to 7th. Cole Luigi, that Las Vegas win, is 8th. Jake Galloway 9th. And Ray Sir down to 10th after his poor 35th place finish. He's tied with Jack Canaramo for that final spot. There is your top 20. What a race we had at Iowa. Riley Spurlington with that win moves up into the points lead, and our 3 winners right now inside the top 10 in points. It'll be interesting to see if that stays like that, if our winners can stay top 10 in points. Look down at the rest of these drivers trying to turn their seasons around, trying to get up here. Once again, only 3 races in, so everyone's still really close together. But you definitely want to put yourself in a good position instead of putting yourself in a bad position, trying to get yourself out of the hole that you have dug yourself at the beginning of the season. Well, if you like short track racing, you're going to love the next track we head to. We're going to Rockingham, the Oreo 250, the race which produced a photo finish 0.000, the closest in the history of the Pennzoil Truck Series. Produced it last season. What will it produce this season? I'll see you guys then.